The top assassin pulled the trigger and took the enemy out, but what he never saw coming was that the out-of-control car went straight into the curb. The huge blast from the explosion instantly swallowed the woman who happened to be walking by. The sudden accident left Jack standing there, completely at a loss. Leaning against the wall, a flash of panic slipped into his eyes. This was the first mistake he had made in 30 years. After he got home, the painful scene kept replaying in his head over and over. He was in a lot of pain. The leader of the assassin organization found him right away after hearing about it, but it did not come to comfort him. He came to warn Jack. Right after that, he gave him a new assignment, but this time, there was no information at all. All they knew was that the target would show up at a restaurant at 5 o'clock. There was no photo of the target, and no detailed description either. The only clues were the time the target would appear, the name of the restaurant, and one strange word, White River. That left Jack confused, because that meant every customer in the restaurant could be the assassination target. But the harder the job, the higher the risk, and that also meant a bigger payout. Jack was already used to that. Jack arrived at the restaurant 10 minutes early. He used his phone to take pictures of every license plate of the cars parked out front. Then he used the place to look up the owner's information. After that, he walked into the restaurant. There were 3 customers seated inside. Jack could tell right away that the man with his back to him was carrying a gun. Then there was a couple that didn't really match at all. The long-haired man was sitting facing the entrance, and it seemed a little tense. But when he saw the waiter coming out, his expression frowned instantly, because he had just run into him earlier while getting gas on the road. Jack sat her down at the very back. The waitress, Annie, seemed like someone who liked to talk, so Jack asked her about White River, but Annie said she didn't know. Jack wasn't surprised by that. Just as he was trying to figure out who the target was, a sheriff suddenly walked into the restaurant. The sudden change threw his plan off completely, and he had no choice but to call off the move for now. At that moment, a girl stood up and walked toward him. Jack nervously put his phone down and reached for his gun. Luckily, the girl was only passing by to go to the bathroom. By then, it was already time for the mission to begin, but he still had not found the target. The police showing up had completely disrupted his plan. Still, one thing was certain, the target was one of them, so he decided to assassinate them one by one.